Hi, I'm Lisa Dillman with Applegate Dillman Elder Law, and I have with me a special guest, Brandy from Meals on Wheels. I've been a big fan of Meals on Wheels, Central Indiana, for years. I've been on their board for years, and the organization is very close to my heart. And I wanted to talk with Brandy today because the Meals on Wheels has taken this situation, the crisis with COVID-19, and they have worked tirelessly, and they've pivoted, and they've figured out how to serve their clients food with a personal touch during a really dangerous time. And so I kind of wanted to just pick your brain, Brandy. What is Meals on Wheels doing, and what's making it so special?
Hi, thanks for having me, Lisa. My name is Brandy Chacheray, and I'm the communications manager at Meals on Wheels of Central Indiana. Like you know, the COVID-19 crisis has taken our country by storm very unexpectedly. And so we've really had to pivot a lot of the way we serve our clients. Our clients are considered the most vulnerable to the COVID-19 crisis because they are typically seniors over 55, and many of them have chronic diseases such as diabetes, cancer, heart disease, etc., that also make them vulnerable on top of their age. So it's critical that a service like Meals on Wheels continues to serve their clients during this time when they're most vulnerable. That being said, we also have to learn to reduce their exposure to the disease and to the virus. So what we've done is initially made calls to all of our clients to see if they are amicable to receiving UPS deliveries of their meals weekly instead of their normal daily hot and cold meals. That way we're reducing their exposure to people and outside influences. And many of our clients have opted into that program. And the clients that can't, for various reasons, be it dietary or physical restrictions of picking up the box, we still are out there every day delivering meals. Now, what we're doing in that case is to have our volunteers wear gloves and masks, and we do our form of social distance delivering, which we call knock and dash. So we take the meals, we hang them on the doorknob, and we'll knock to alert the client that the meals are there, and then call them if we don't see that they open up the door. But our drivers leave right away so that they're not exposing themselves to the clients. And then they also switch gloves in between each stop. So we're taking extreme measures to keep both our volunteers, because we want to make sure our volunteers are safe as well. They're helping us out and helping our community out and our clients. Another thing that we're doing is providing shelf-stable pantry boxes. We have been lucky that we have not had a total delivery disruption, but I always say this again, we never know. COVID-19 is changing daily. So in the event that for some reason we are not able to go out and make deliveries, then our clients will have a shelf-stable pantry box of nutritious food on hand, to get them through until we can get back out there. So those are just some of the things that we're doing. Of course, we have implemented a lot of measures with our staff internally and things like that to make sure that they're safe as well. Social distancing is key in all of our production, gloves, masks, all the standard recommendations, and we have regular calls with local and state health and government officials to make sure that we're following all the guidelines.
Great. One of the things that just struck me when you were talking was, I have a lot of clients who, under normal circumstances, would be food secure, either through family that can come visit them, or they could get out and get their own food. And these are high-risk clients. How could they, even if it's for this short period of time during COVID, how could they become a client of Meals on Wheels?
So our policy is pretty open. We don't have income requirements, so that's a great thing. Although our program is very low cost and we do accept SNAP benefits, and we also have financial aid. But they would just simply need to make a call to our office. We keep our lines clear. We've asked people, volunteers, vendors, other people to email us during this time so that we can keep our lines clear for reasons just like this. But they can call our office, and then they can speak with one of our client coordinators who will work to get them set up on a program. What we'll do is work with their primary care physician to get a prescription for their meals, to make sure that the meals are medically tailored to whatever their needs may be. But in most cases, we can start delivery within 48 hours.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You said some magic words in that last answer, and that was medically tailored meals.
Yes.
This is the reason that I am in love with Meals on Wheels, because of this whole notion that food is medicine, and that we're not just delivering a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a brown bag. We're delivering medically tailored nutrition. Tell everybody what that is.
Right. So medically tailored meals are meals that are tailored to someone's specific dietary needs based on any chronic diseases or dietary restrictions they may have. So what we do is we work with their primary care physician or their doctor, or their cancer doctor, or whomever is appropriate, for them to write a prescription of the kind of meals that they would need, and then we apply that to the meals in our program. And that way it's tailored to their specific needs. So not every client may get a different set of meals. So it's really a great thing, because we're not a fill the bellies kind of organization. We're not transactional. We're very personal to our clients and their needs. And it's important that, when we talk about food security, a lot of people, if you can't afford vegetables, fresh produce, those types of things, then you're stuck with preservatives and fillers and the things that are not necessarily the best for your health. So it's important that we have organizations like ours that provide not only access to food, but access to nutritious food that will help them. We believe food is medicine, and if you are a diabetic, that's more clear, but people don't think about it with heart disease and COPD and different, chronic diseases that people may have, how nutrition really can affect your response to medicine, your response to any treatment that you're going through. So we want to be that organization or that service that comes along and fills in that gap for people, so that their complete health outcomes are better for them in the long run.
Well, and I was lucky enough to be at one of the board meetings where the whole purpose of the board meeting was to taste test some of these medically tailored meals. Oh,
yeah.
I'm so glad I attended. So listen, I taste tested a salmon meal that was completely delicious.
Yes.
Heart healthy, brain healthy. I did a meatloaf taste. And when I say taste, I ate most of it, but still, meatloaf. Even the chicken dish was not some so the food's delicious. It really
I've
is.
had the pulled pork. I've had the pulled pork, and trust me, I've had the tilapia and I've tasted the pulled pork, and they're both good. I'm with you. I can attest to that taste testing. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple big bites gets mostly into that tray. So.
Exactly.
So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is also a campaign that's kind of close to my heart. It's called the Supper Club. And several years ago, Meals on Wheels started this campaign, and my family and I made a commitment to be part of the Supper Club. And essentially what we decided to do was we decided to take what would be half the cost of a cup of Starbucks every day. And so we settled on $2 a day, and we are donating $2 a day to the Supper Club to help feed seniors and homebound people with chronic disease. And so can you tell people what the Supper Club is and how it's kind of evolving and how they can be involved?
Yeah, so traditionally our supper club is a sustainable way to make a difference in the lives of those who are receiving our medically tailored meals. So we have I referenced earlier our financial assistance. So we have a financial assistance fund for those who may not be able to afford our services. And so that's what the supper club sustains. And a little bit can make a big difference. Like you mentioned, $2 a day. So if that's $60 a month, you're providing 20 meals a month to people in need. And I don't know about you, but when I go out, I can easily spend $60 on one meal if I go out to eat. So to be able to provide 20 meals for that each month is amazing. So we have different levels of giving. I mean, as low as $15 a month. And that would provide 5 meals a month for someone in need. And it's a sustainable way to give back. I, like you, I looked at what I do and what I spend, and it's amazing if you really think about some of the trivial things that we spend money on. And if you just give up one thing, one little luxury, and I say a little luxury, one little luxury, a movie ticket, one movie ticket a month, you know, like you said, Starbucks or something like that, you could really make a difference in the lives of Hoosiers. And so now, especially during this crisis, our costs have increased because of those shipping prices, now that we're shipping a majority of our meals out, and not utilizing our volunteer force as much. Our production has increased. We're doing more pantry boxes, all of those things. So now is even more critical that we rely on our community for financial support to help those in need. So we're doing a special COVID-19 virtual supper club. And so what we're doing is we're asking people to share their meals virtually. We're all cooking at home, whether we like it or not. We're all cooking at home, or doing Grubhub or whatever. So what we're doing is we're asking people to donate one of their home cooked meals. So if I'm at home and I'm cooking, you know, Sunday dinner or Monday dinner at this point, Tuesday or Wednesday dinner, I'm going to donate what I would normally spend going out to eat to Meals on Wheels. So if I say, hey, I would normally go to Olive Garden and spend $50 or $30 on, you know, on my meal with me and my husband, then I'll just, you know, since I'm at home and I'm saving that money, I'm going to donate that to Meals on Wheels. I encourage people to have fun with it, to do, like, if you want to get on Zoom and do a virtual dinner party with your friends and your family, and then you all commit to donating something after that virtual dinner party, that would be great. It's just a time that we could all come together. Yeah.
That's what we did. I did shrimp stir fry because I knew
Oh.
my picture of my walk was going to make it on the internet. So I wanted to be fancy and eat shrimp. But we must have taken like 150 pictures to make it like perfect. But it was fun. It was really fun. And what we would have paid for that out at a restaurant, we donated that and didn't skip a beat. But, well, Brandy, thanks so much for sharing all this information with us. And I'm hoping we can get more people how to participate in the virtual supper club, because it's super nice.
Yes.
So, well, thanks again. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for your time, Lisa. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your commitment to Meals on Wheels.
Sure.